My mom used to say all the time that closed mouths do not get fed, and I fear she might be onto something. Because if there's one thing that I have learned is that not asking will leave you in the same position that you've been in the entire time. You lose more by staying in your comfort zone and not asking for help than what you will, like, you lose more if you stay in that position. Imagine, what if you pushed through that discomfort, that tiny hill of discomfort, and you overcame your fears and you asked for whatever it is that you wanted, and then you got it. I think we underestimate just how willing some people are to help us with everything. People are very willing, but it's your fear of opening and asking that is going to leave you in the same position. And this applies way more to just asking for help, right? This applies to all of my ambitious brethren, all of my ambitious sisters. You know that you have big dreams, big goals that you want to achieve, but you might not know how to get there. The very first step is to ask. And it's not just asking any Jack and Jill, but it is asking the right people. It's asking people that have done what you have done already, or that have done what you are trying to do. And this is something that one of my uncles highlighted some time ago for when I was speaking to him. So for context, I decided to take action on one of the goals that I have had for myself. I've always known that I wanted to, let's say, become a professional dancer. That in one day, when I imagine my life 20 years from now, I am dancing professionally, right? Whether it be music videos or on stage, whatever it is, I'm dancing, right? So I was like, wait, no, one of my uncles used to dance professionally, but he doesn't do it anymore. Or he does it, but it's not as much as he used to. So why didn't I ask him? And I thought, this vision, this dream of mine that I have for myself is something that I've always imagined myself to be doing when I'm much older. But who says I can't start now? There's no limitations to it. So I called him and I spoke to him and I said, oh, I want to get into dancing. How did you do it? And how would you advise me to do it? And we spoke, and he mentioned if you're going to ask people for help, you need to know how to ask the right people. Because after everything, he gave me all of the information on how to do what I wanted to do. The very first thing that I said was, if it's this easy, then why aren't more people doing it? Because after he gave me all of the information, I realized it's not as hard as people make it out to be. And then he said that when you're asking people, you need to make sure that you're asking the right people. Because some people are secretly praying for your downfall. And some people just don't have the information. They have the information in theory, but they have not been practicing it. So if you, on your journey, as you are becoming this person that you've always envisioned yourself to be, and as you actively take steps to get there, because over here we don't just talk, we actually start implementing it, right? You need to make sure that you ask the right people for help, and you ask the right people for help. Because asking people that have not done what you want to do, or asking people that have no knowledge in that field, is going to get you nowhere, and you're just going to be wasting a lot of time that you could have been using to further yourself. But the whole point of this video is I just want to urge you to ask. There's this trend that has been going on social media about rejection therapy. And if you're not familiar with it, it is when people go out and they ask for, they apply to things knowing that there is a high chance of them getting rejected, just to overcome that fear of rejection, essentially. And you'd be surprised that for every no, you'd get maybe 2 or 3 yeses. And these are yeses that you would have never gotten had you never asked. The whole point that I'm trying to hammer home is you need to get over your fear of asking. You need to learn how to put yourself out there. And this could be literally done in the smallest of steps. Whether you start off by asking the taxi conductor for your change when he has forgotten to give you your change, or you raise up your hand in a lecture room and you ask the lecturer for him or her to explain the concept that you didn't understand, or you ask a stranger to take a picture of you with your phone. Literally, you just need to get over your fear of asking, because closed mouths do not get fed. This is something that I've had to learn early on, and it's something that I've been extremely grateful for, because even though I still get intimidated sometimes, I have gotten used to pushing through that intimidation and asking for help and asking for what I want, and it has gotten me so far. It has gotten me in rooms that I don't think I would have ever gotten. Granted, God does play a huge role in this, and everything that I'm saying is with the context of knowing that you need to have your relationship with God right first of all. You need to have your relationship with God, and God opens many of these doors in your life, but you also need to do your part and ask for help. You need to ask. Closed mouths do not get fed. I know some people do have this alter ego that they put on. They say, okay, I'm gonna pretend like I am this person, or the person that they envision themselves to be, and that person could be the most confident person in the room. That person could be the best version of themselves, and then they pretend like they are that person for a minute, just so that they pretend like they are that person for that moment, whether it is just to get over the fear of asking for help, or whether they need to do a presentation, or to get over whatever scary thing that you need to do. Just pretend like you are the best version of yourself, and how would that person tackle the challenge that you have, and then you do that. That could be like your alter ego. And I know people that actually do that, and that just use that alter ego to push through that intimidation and to push through the fear that they might feel in the moment. This is just some of the things that I have learned, that if you want to get far in life, if you want to not even get far, but like move in life, if you want to start progressing with your personal goals, you need to be comfortable with asking. Closed mouths do not get fed. I hope you like this video and this type of content. If you found any value in this, do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.